Hello, everyone. Good evening, everyone. And thank you so much for tuning in. And welcome to the presentation. My name's Enos Ladislaus Salema, and I'm coming to you live from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I understand we have people from a couple of different countries. We have people from Zambia mainly, a few people from Tanzania, and maybe some few people from another country. So thank you so much for taking your time to participate on this presentation. And I'm very excited as today we won't be, I don't know how you were invited on this meeting. I don't know the invitation that you got for this presentation, what it promised. If it promised about business, well, yes, but I'll tell you one thing for a fact. We're not just going to talk about business today. We'll talk about you. We'll talk about your dreams, we'll talk about your life, and we'll talk about how you can actually turn the direction of your life and go much faster towards your dreams. And it happened to me more than 14 years ago. I was struggling in life. I was not really, trying to end myths because I was quite a young guy, but I was struggling in life in the sense that I had my goals, I had my dreams, but I just didn't know how to get there. And I don't know if you can relate to that, but one thing that I know for sure, so many people wake up in the morning, they know what they want, they know what bothers their life, they know what is it that they hate about their lives, they know what is it that they wish to change, but the only challenge is, where do they start? And this is what this meeting is all about, to show you exactly where you can start if you want to change the direction of your life. And when we speak about life, I know the first thing that probably that comes into everyone's mind, which also comes in my mind, is the finances. How we change our finances, how you gain more control of your finances. And we'll talk about that today. But also, your life is not just about your finances. There's money, yes, but there's also good health, which we're also going to talk about. There's also about living a good lifestyle. The feeling that you get when you wake up in the morning and you feel there's purpose for your life. The feeling that you get when you wake up in the morning and you feel like, I'm not just passing by in this world. No, I'm actually going somewhere and I'm making an impact. And today, I feel privileged as I will be sharing with you things that actually changed my lives, changed the life of my family, changed the life of so many people around me. So what we're going to be talking about here today are not just some things we read somewhere. No, these are things that have actually impacted our lives. And the only thing that I can advise you is to open your mind and see how they can impact you as well. And I'm happy because one thing that I know we all share, one thing that we all equally get every day when we wake up in the morning, we all get the same 24 hours when we wake up in the morning. We all get the same 24 hours. And it's in what you do in those 24 hours that will cause you to either move towards your dreams or maybe more or less remain in the same spot. Imagine we've already finished 4 months of 2021. We are about to get to the middle of May. Next week, we're going to be in the middle of May. Can you imagine? We're about to get half year. How you spend your time is one major question that you need to constantly ask yourself. And I know there are people who, number one, they waste their time. They waste their time. They put their time in things that don't really matter. They put their time in things that don't really help them grow and become better or even take them towards their dreams. They waste their time. And we have people that use their time. These are people that they don't waste their time, but constantly, every day, they're exchanging their time for money. They are using their time to make money. And the next day, they have to use their time again to make money. They exchange their time for money. Sadly, such people will never experience what it's like to wake up in the morning and not having to work and still make money. They'll never get to experience that. And then we have the third group of people, the people that invest their time. These are people that put their time in activities, they put their time in places whereby the benefits that they get is not just at the time when they were putting in the time, but there is dividend in the in the benefits that they get. They continue to benefit from the time that they invested in the past. They're still benefiting up to today. And I'm so happy actually today I will get to share this virtual stage with this amazing lady called Christine, who is actually a full-time employee. She works in Zambia at the ministry, but every day she invests part of her time in building a business that is not just going to give her money today, a business that will continue to pay her even when it gets to a point where she's no longer pushing, she's no longer working hard on her business. And you'll get to hear a story how she's managing to build her fortune on her part-time as she is working on her job full-time, because at some point we have to start somewhere, and we all somehow start part-time. And thinking and talking about time and how important time is, at the end of the day, what you get out of life will only depend on what you have put into the time. How you spend your time, how you invest your time, where you take your time is what will determine everything. And at some point in life, you get to a point where you say, okay, I feel like I'm not where I am, and I feel like I'm not even going where I want to go. I want change, but then where do I start? I know so many people that are currently employed. Maybe they like their jobs, maybe they don't like their jobs, but their hands are tied. You know why their hands are tied? As a matter of fact, their hands and the legs are both tied. You know why they're tied? Because they have to be at a job from 8 a.m. to maybe 5 p.m. And they still don't get satisfaction from that, whether it's emotional satisfaction or it's financial satisfaction. They're still not getting the satisfaction. They want out, or maybe they want to remain in the job, but they want to have an additional income on top of their salary, but they're stuck. They don't know where to start, but they have it in them. If you are listening tonight and you're one of those, I can tell you, you'll get your solution today. We have people today that have the time, have the energy, they're ready to learn, they're ready to put in their effort into something that can help change their lives and the lives of the people around them. But the problem is they don't have the capacity to get started. In one way or the other, everyone appreciates how important it is to own a business. But at the same time, very few people feel like they have what it takes to start a business, starting from the capital to get started, the time you need to grow that business, the expertise that you might need to grow that business. So you find someone is ready to get started, but they simply don't know where to start. And if you're one of those, this meeting is definitely for you. But this meeting is definitely not for someone that is not looking for an improvement in their lives. It's not for someone that's not looking for a change in their lives. If you feel like you want to move from where you are not satisfied, you have not settled where you are, doesn't matter. You might be very well right now, but you say, hey, I want to be able to help more people. I'm living comfortably. My family is very comfortable. My close relatives are all comfortable, but I want to get to a point where I can help people that don't even know me. I don't even know them. As long as you're in this meeting and you're at a point in life where you feel like, no, I want to get better, I want to get more than what I'm getting right now, then definitely this meeting is for you. And one thing that I've come to realize or to conclude, and you might probably agree with me, one of the major reasons why most people's big dreams don't get achieved because they don't have the finances to make them come true. One of the biggest reasons why big charitable organizations are not started is because someone did not have enough finances to fund the charity organizations. One of the biggest reasons why we don't have as big hospitals as we should, it all comes down to the same thing, finances. Sometimes even the churches is finances. So we can talk about life, we can talk about achieving our goals without first start talking about how we can actually improve our finances. And in order for you to improve your finances, focus on two main things. Use what you have right now in the best way possible, save as much as possible. And number two, find a way to add another stream of income into your life. My dear brother and sister, if you want to get to a point where you have financial freedom, you are not under any financial tension, there is no doubt you have to control what your expenses, but also you need to add another stream of income. And you'll agree with me, it doesn't even take a genius to realize almost everyone that you can think about today that is financially stable, financially able, what you'll come to realize, they have more than one stream of income. And everybody that is financially struggling today, they have exactly the opposite. They only depend on one stream of income. And that's why we're in this meeting today, to show you how, without stopping what you're doing, you can add another stream of income into your life. To show you how you can improve your finances by adding another stream of income into your life. And why it's so important to have multiple streams of income. Imagine you have a bucket and you want to fill it with water. But this bucket, it has holes. And whenever you're filling water, some of the water, gets out through the holes. It's going to take a long time if you're only depending on one tap of water. Now imagine if you had multiple taps filling that bucket. Definitely it's going to fill up much faster. And that's why we're here today, to show you how you can actually build a part-time stream of income that, if you're lucky and committed, maybe it can even grow into something full-time. And I'm saying that because it happened to me. In 2007, I was graduating from the university, a young guy, 24 years old, ambitious, ready to try everything, wanting to make it in life. And I did try many things. Some made it, some failed. There's always a room for failure if you're trying to achieve success in life. And then somewhere along the way, I bumped into an opportunity that showed the potential to really take me to my dream life. And at first, which is quite normal, and I would expect from you as well, at first I rejected it. At first I said, this is not possible. This seems to be too good to be true. I will totally understand if you feel like that as we continue on this meeting. But luckily, I did not allow my assumptions to make decisions for me. I said, no, let me get on it and see how it goes. I started the business back when I was still studying. I graduated. I went to work for Vodacom. While working for Vodacom, I was doing my business 2 hours every day. 2 hours a day, guys. I was working for Vodacom 8 to 5, and I would use my lunch hour, 1 hour, to build my part-time business. And I would use my 5 to 6 p.m. after I knock off the office to build my business. And the time that I invested 2 hours a day into the business, within 9 months of doing that, the 2 hours started earning me more than 10 times my salary. So definitely I resigned from my job. That means I had the freedom now. I no longer had to wake up in the morning, although I recommend, even if you're your own boss, still wake up early in the morning. And I still wake up early in the morning, but I do it out of choice, not out of a necessity. I built my business, I made the money. It enabled me to expand my business. And now, because of this business, I've managed to build a business in so many different countries, which has really, really revolutionized my life. We live in a nice place, drive the car of our dreams, or maybe our old dream, because when you achieve one dream, you have to make another one, right away. We have investments, we've invested in properties, we have investments in the financial markets. All of that started with us investing 2 hours a day. And I say us because I do business with my wife, and both of us, she's a medical doctor, and both of us, we are fully building this business. 2 hours a day, within 9 months, everything exploded. And as they say, the rest is history. Now, how is it possible for 2 hours a day to earn someone 10 times their salary? I was working for Vodacom, one of the so-called high-paying company, but I can tell you for a fact, there's no way I could compare my salary with my income from the business. So 2008, I resigned. I went to business full-time. I started to expand outside Tanzania. I expanded to Zambia 2008. I expanded to Burundi 2010. And now I have other countries. I have business in other countries. Some of the countries I've never even been there, but my business has reached there. So what I'm sharing with you today is something that helped me from the scratch. And while I was working for Vodacom, there's a book that I read. It's a book that really challenged me. It's a book that showed me how so many people fail financially, not because they're lazy, but simply because they are on the wrong quadrant. This book called Cash Flow Quadrant, it talked about 4 ways to make money, 4 ways to produce an income. You can either make money as an employee, you can make money as a self-employed, as a business owner, or as an investor. Now, most people are here as employees. Nothing wrong with that. And I'm not bashing being an employee. Nothing wrong with being an employee. Nothing wrong with that. I know when you're employed, you can mention 100 things that are wrong about you being employed, but I'm not employed. So I'm not going to say anything about that. So when you're an employee, you have a job, and very few people achieve wealth while they're employed. Very few people achieve wealth while they're employed. Very few people. And that's where 95% of the people are, and only 5% of those get to achieve actual wealth. Why? Because when you're an employee, you're exchanging your time for money. You have no freedom, you have no control of your income. You can't decide when to get a raise and when not to get a raise. You have no power, you have no control. But I know there's something good about being an employee. You can even be a little bit lazy and still get your salary at the end of the month. So it's not all bad. But it reaches a point where you say, no, I don't just want to be someone who has no control of life, living on attention. What if my job ends tomorrow? How is it going to be? So when most people are kind of fed up of being employees, they go and become self-employed, whereby they start their own businesses, and they're like the main people there in the business. They're running the business, they're controlling everything in the business. They own that business, but actually, they think they own the business, but actually it's the business that owns them. It's the business that decides what time you wake up in the morning. It's the business that will decide when you go to holiday or whether you're going to go for holiday or not. The business is running you. And when you're self-employed, one good thing about being self-employed is you are your own boss. You get to decide the hours. And the more hours you put into your business, the more money you make. One of the worst thing about being a self-employed person, a self-employed person, by definition, so to say, is someone who runs a business which depends on them by almost 100%. If your business cannot run without you there, you're self-employed. Now, one of the riskiest thing about being a self-employed is you have to pray so much every day that you don't get sick. You have to pray that you live until when you're old, so that you get to take care of your children until they can take care of themselves. Because if you go before, no one is there. The business also collapses right the day you are gone. It's very risky being a self-employed. And then we have a third group of people. These are big business owners. Very few people are big business owners, but yet they control over 90% of the wealth is controlled by these big business owners. And a big business owner is someone that owns the business. The business does not own them. A big business owner owns the business. A big business owner has systems in the business that enable the business to run whether they're there or they're not there. A big business owner has a product or a service that has the market as a big market potential. So that way the business can really grow and become big. So if you don't have a system that enables your business to run without you, you can never be a big business owner. And the third thing that all big business owners have is they have a system which enables them to make money, not just from their personal efforts, but to make money from the time and the effort that is put in by so many people. And let me tell you that, guys, that's the secret to wealth. You can never have wealth no matter how much money you're making. You're never wealthy if your income depends on you. You have to be in a position whereby you make money that's not dependent on you 100%. You make money that's coming from you plus so many other people. That's the only way. That's the only way you can have true wealth. And then we have the fourth group of people, who are the investors. Now, investors are people that they don't even need to involve themselves in businesses. You buy shares somewhere, and at the end of the month, at the end of the year, you just get your dividends. You have invested in government bonds, and after every 6 months, the government pays you money. You have put your money in real estate, and people are paying rent, and the money comes in. You're not really running the business, investors. Now, look at these four quadrants: the employee, the self-employed, the business owner, and the investor. And the first question that I need you to ask yourself is, where are you right now? Where are you right now? When I was reading this book, I was here. I was an employee. I was here. I was an employee. The second question that I want to ask you, which I believe is more important, is where do you want to be? Because the mistake that most people make is they change careers on the same quadrant. They move from MTN to Stanbic. You're still here. They move from a boutique to a saloon to a butchery. They are still here. They're still self-employed. The biggest challenge is, how do you move from this left-hand side to the right-hand side of big business owners and investors? Because that's where you have a 95% chance of attaining financial freedom. And in order for you to move, you need to first become a big business owner. And in order for you to become a big business owner, let me remind you of what is in every big business. There's always a product or a service. There's a system and there's a team. Why the team is so important? Because without a team, it means you're a self-employed person. And in order for you to be called a big business owner, according to Forbes, not me, you need to have a team of at least 500 people. So if you have opened up a stationery somewhere and you've employed 3 people, please, you are running a business, but you're not yet a big business owner. And you'll know you're not a big business owner the day you don't go to your stationery for 1 month. You'll find there's nothing happening there. There's no money. But imagine if you own a business today with 500 people in it. I can tell you, 500 people can't be sick at the same time. You can't have 500 people in your business and all 500 are lazy. It's impossible. So you need to aim to become a big business owner. That way you can easily become an investor. Now, how do you transition into the right side of the quadrant? Again, I don't want to be the one to advise you how before I first tell you why. Because if you don't know why the team is so important, if you don't know why it is so crucial to become a big business owner and to have a team, you will not have the what it takes to go through building a big business. Because we are here to show you how from scratch you can build a big business, which can definitely transform your life and everything, your finances and everything around your life. Why the team is so important? A team will enable you to earn from the effort and the time of other people. Now that you might feel like, okay, why do I want to earn from other people? Guys, let's face it. The moment you wake up in the morning, there's someone earning from your time and your money. So you have a choice. You decide, which side do you want to be? Do you want to be the one being victimized all the time, or you want to be the one benefiting? And there's something special in what we're going to talk about today. You're not just going to be earning from the effort and the time of other people. In what we're going to talk about today, you're actually going to help those other people earn as much as they want, which is simply extremely, extremely fair. So why do we need to have a team? Because a team will enable you to multiply your time. Remember, the equation is very simple. Time equals money. If I put in less time, I'm going to get less money. How can I put more time? There are 2 ways. 2 ways to put in more time so that you can make more money. Number 1, work longer hours yourself. If you close your business at 8, start closing it at 10. You'll make more money because you have extra hours. Number 2, multiply your time through hours. Still close your business at 8, but have a system that will enable you to make money more, not just from the time you're personally putting in. Why that is so important? Let's look at these figures here, guys. Very simple, straightforward. Let's say you're working alone in a business. You own a business and you're working alone 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. That means in a week you work about 40 hours. So if you are getting about $10 per hour, it means you make about $400 a week. This is like 8,000 kwacha a week. I know that's still like a lot, I understand. But think about someone that owns a business with 100 people in it. And those 100 people are not putting in 8 hours a day. They're only putting in 2 hours a day. including the owner of the business, also putting in 2 hours a day. That means times 5 days a week, that's 1,000 hours worth of work. That's $10,000 per week. $400 working 40 hours a week alone. 1,000 hours worked because you have built a team. You are personally putting in only 2 hours a day. That means only 10 hours. So this guy here is personally putting in 10 hours, making 10,000. This one, 40 hours, making $400. You'll have to work for 25 years alone to equal the income by this guy here that puts in just 1 year's worth of work. We need to have a team, guys. Without a team, we can't really achieve the wealth that we want. We can't achieve the financial freedom that we want. Now, when you think about a team and when you think about becoming a big business owner, there might be so many options out there. There might be many, but I'll tell you what I believe to be the best option for you. Not just because I've said so, but because Robert Kiyosaki, who is actually the author of the book that I was talking about called Cash Flow Quadrant, he wrote two books, guys. Two books dedicated on only one thing to show you how you can move from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. One is called Business School, another one called Business of the 21st Century. And both of these books are talking about a business model that enables individuals like you and me to start from where they are with very small capital, with the assistance and the support of big, well-established companies with proper systems in place, and you use their systems and you use their products to build your own big business at not the comfort, but at a much, much better place because you're not starting from scratch all by yourself. And I'm so happy and privileged that today we're going to talk about a business model that has actually helped me and has helped so many people around the world via a company that has been there for a long time, which gives you the assurance, Forever Living Products. Last year alone, let me share this figure with you so that you understand. Last year alone, we recruited globally 1 million new people made the decision to start working with this company around the world. 1 million new people, guys. So if you're listening today and you're a guest, you're a new person listening, I just want to give you the assurance 1 million people cannot be wrong. 1 million people cannot miss something. 1 million people cannot be wrong. And let me tell you a bit about Forever Living Products. It's a company that has been there, that has stood the test of time, over 40 years right now, started in the USA, and right now it operates over 160 countries. That gives you the assurance. And you'll see how Forever Living Products is using this new business model called network marketing to help you build your own business using their brand, using their products, and using their business system. And the good thing is they picked a product ingredient that is quite universal. They picked aloe vera. So we are actually number one in the world in growing and making aloe vera products. Why did they pick aloe vera? I feel, I'm telling you, we're so lucky because aloe vera has got tremendous benefits, both inside your body and also outside your body. And anything that helps people inside their body and outside the body will never run out of business, because there is no day that people will wake up in the morning and not care about how they look and not care about how they feel. That day will never come. And what aloe vera does to your body, when aloe vera gets into your body, the first thing that it does is it helps with your digestive system. And your digestive system is one of the most important systems. I like to call it the gateway system, because if your digestive system is not well, it means even the food, the fruits, the veggies that you eat won't be properly absorbed into your body. So once something helps with the digestive system, right away, it's gonna have a ripple effect on all the other systems. But also, over 70% of the human's immunity comes from the digestive system. Your mood is controlled on the digestive system. So if you wanna have energy, if you wanna be able to really have the best of yourself, where you have the energy, you have the focus, you need to make sure your digestive system is well. And aloe vera, the first and the most important thing that it does is it helps with your digestive system. But also aloe vera helps with your skin. If you want to look good, if you want to glow, there's something we call an aloe glow, where your skin will be like glowing. because you're taking aloe vera. And there's so many countries, I mean companies that make aloe vera products. Now, what makes Forever different? They decided they're not gonna tamper with quality. They'll rather sell something at a premium price, but because they know there's value in it, rather than making something too cheap, which is completely valueless. And that's why we've managed to get certifications from different religious organizations, scientific organizations. So as you're coming into this business and wanting to build your business, you're going to get into a company that has invested over 40 years of making quality products that are being used over 160 countries. So what happens is most people come into our business, they want to build their retail business. Why? Because they want to create that quick extra income. So when you join into Forever, when you start the business with us, you'll first start as a self-employed. I'm putting it under quotes. You'll first start as a self-employed. That means you'll start by marketing these products, and then you'll start to make money. Money goes into your pocket. If you don't market, you don't make money. If you don't sell, you don't make money. Just like any other self-employed person, that's where you start. But the good thing is, we'll show you how you can move now from being a self-employed into actually being a big business owner. And it is possible because we deal with products that has got a huge market potential. I mean, look at the range of products that we have. Look at the diversity that we have when it comes into marketing our products. And I'll kind of go through the range of products that we have. We've got health products. We've got the aloe vera drinks there. These 4 aloe vera drinks, they contribute nearly 50% of the company's revenue comes from only these 4 products. Why? Because they are pure aloe vera, and some of them are flavored mixed with fruits, natural fruits. This one is mixed with cranberries and apples, makes it very good for ladies. If you want to have a nice skin, if you want to have, you want to make sure that your urinary tract is super healthy, go for that one. This one is mixed with peaches. It has high content of vitamin C, and I'm sure we all know why we need vitamin C right now. And because it has high content of vitamin C as well, it's very, very good for people who want to boost their appetite. So we normally say this is for children, because you know how children can be stubborn when it comes to eating. Forever Freedom, it's a product that I always like to mention because it actually helped my mom. As we age, the fluid within the joint starts to dry out. And what Forever Freedom does is it enables the body to recreate that fluid. And then we've got the aloe vera gel here, which is actually our core product in the company. It's our backbone product. It's pure aloe vera, not mixed with anything. All the benefits of aloe vera are found on that bottle. But we also have bee products. We also have other nutritional supplements, vitamins, and we need these because, I mean, let's be frank. How did you eat today in the morning? What did you eat in the morning? What did you eat in the afternoon? What are you going to eat in the evening? Are you really having a balanced meal 3 times a day? Very unlikely. We need to supplement. Supplementation is no longer a thing of luxury. No, this is a necessity now. That if you want to make sure that you are giving your body all the nutrients that it needs, you must supplement. You can't run away from it. And that's why the market for supplements keeps growing bigger and bigger, because our lifestyles today does not allow us to have a balanced meal by just eating food. We are busy. We have so many things. We buy things from the supermarket which have been frozen. And before they were even frozen, they were transported a long way. Before they were even transported, they were grown in the soil which is not even organic. They put pesticides to make sure that they control, they control the pest, but at the same time, they add chemicals. We lose nutrients from we're just eating to be full these days, sadly, but that's the reality. So the only way for you to remain healthy is you need to supplement. And you have now an opportunity to build a business around the products that have got a huge market potential. Weight management. How many people do you know today that wish to lose weight? So when we bring in products that can help people with losing weight, we know for a fact that you have got people around you that might need the products. You might just take the picture. That's my wife, by the way. She lost weight while she was still breastfeeding. How many breastfeeding moms do you know today that wish to lose weight, but they don't know the effective and the safest way to do it? We have the solution for them. And for those that are not breastfeeding, we've got special weight loss packages here that can be used, that has been used by people, and the results have been tremendous. How, you can just take a picture like this one here and put it on your WhatsApp status, and people might come to your inbox and ask you, what does this person use? Like this guy here, Said, he sells, the profit that he makes on monthly basis, if I put it in kwacha, it's somewhere around 20,000 kwacha on monthly basis. And he only uses Instagram to market the products. 20,000 kwacha profit every month by just marketing our weight loss programs. And so many other people have achieved tremendous results, which if you just start to share these results with other people, I can promise you, you will start to get customers. We've got skincare products. Last week we had a fantastic training on skincare. Next week, actually next Wednesday, we're going to have a weight management training. So join the business, invite your prospects to next week. They will be trained about our weight management products, and I can tell you, you will get some customers. We've got personal care products. We've got normal everyday use household products. So all these products that we have today, you have access to them. You can build your business using these products. And how exactly do we work with Forever? How exactly do we build our business with Forever? In normal traditional way of doing business, a product will come from the factory. It will go to the main distributor, to the wholesaler, to the retailer, and then to the end user. That's how business is run. I mean, thousands and thousands of years ago. Nothing wrong with that system, but Forever does not use that system. What Forever does, they use network marketing, whereby a product will come from Forever and it will come straight to you as their distributor, and you sell directly to the end user. So because you're buying directly and you're selling directly, it means the profit is big. You're not sharing the profit with anyone. All the profit which was being shared amongst all these people, it all comes to you. And that's why by just retailing these products, literally, we have people right now that have built houses by just retailing these products. We have students. We have students, and some of them had very harsh beginnings. Very young people, like this guy, Venus, very, very humble beginning, Venus. He started right at the bottom, highly, highly challenged. He tried out so many small stuff, so many small businesses, just trying to earn meets. And then somewhere along the way, he meant Forever Living Products. Was introduced to the business, but very skeptic, like where will he get the customers? But then he was shown how he can build his business online. And right now, he makes not less than, if I put it in kwacha, maybe somewhere 500 times 20, about 10,000 kwacha on monthly basis by just using Instagram. And he mainly focuses on the weight loss programs. Social media has really transformed him. Another young guy here called Amadeus, who just graduated from the university. And while he was studying, he was making an average of $500 every month, which is about 10,000 kwacha every month. That was his average income. Can you imagine an average of 10,000 kwacha every month for a student? You can tell he didn't have to call his parents any day to ask for money. He could take care of himself. He even supported his family. I'm from a meeting right now, and a very young guy who uses social media very, very well. Very young guy, a young graduate. He's now building a house for his family by just retailing these products. We have employees. We have employees that were not satisfied with their salaries, and they decided that no, I want to have another income on top of my salary, like Teddy here. First year in the business, he made 10 million Tanzanian shillings. That's like $4,000. $4,000. I believe that's like 80,000 kwacha. First year in the business. That's some serious money. She bought a car using the profits that she makes from retailing these products. And if all these people can do it, I can tell you one thing for a fact is you can do it as well. And at this point, I want to bring on board Christine. Christine is building her business part-time as well. And Christine has been working with Forever on part-time basis, not even for a very long time. I think she joined the business about July last year, if I'm correct. And she is successfully building her business part-time. And I will invite her because how is she managing to juggle it all? She's a mom of 4 kids, and she's employed full-time, an employee, and yes, she's building her business part-time. Christine, are you on air?
Yes, I am.
Fantastic, fantastic. So I just want to invite Christine and ask her to share with us a little bit of her journey, a little bit of her story, but also tell us like how does she manage? How do you manage to balance it all? And really how is Forever contributing to your life? You're welcome, Christine.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Coach Enos. Yeah, and thank you so much for this privilege to share my story. Yeah, my name is Christine Mwaka Nganga. This is Muchimba. I work for Ministry of Education and I'm married and I have 4 children, 2 boys, 2 girls. Yeah, in 2019, I had a complication at the hospital when I was giving birth to my 4th child. And that's the time when I was introduced to Forever. And I was given some products to take, of which somehow helped me a lot. And I was encouraged that I should join since my problem was a little bit big. And when I joined, yeah, actually the big reason of joining was to look at my health. I count my health to be my capital because if my health is destroyed, then it means even the future of my children will be destroyed. So I joined Forever last year in July on 23. So from the time I joined, my first pack of joining, of course, it was to rectify on my health. And once when my health was okay, then I started doing business. And now I'm enjoying from the time I started, I'm enjoying this business. I'm a full-time employee, as it has been mentioned already. And I work from 8 to 17 hours. I just go for lunch at 13 to 14. And I'm a very busy person. And so I do my business usually after 17 hours when I knock off. And when I get home, usually my children around me because they are still young. My firstborn is about 8 years old, and the smallest is still sucking, 1 year, 1 year, 3 months old. So I'm a busy person and also committed to my family and also work. But I always buy out time to touch my business. When I reach home after 18, I'll get my box. I get my phone, then start now advertising. I have when I started with a product launch. So I have that group which I usually use for my advert. And usually I have customers. They call me. Yeah. Would you have this? Can you deliver this? I remember at some point last week when I was in Livingston attending a meeting. And then I was called in the midst of the meeting. Do you have this product? That yes, I have, but I'm not at home. No, please, can you find a way of delivering it? I had to communicate to my husband, and of which my husband assisted in delivering that product. So what I've seen that Forever, it's doable, it's possible. Wherever you are, you can make it. With me, when I knock off from work, I carry some products in my handbag. On the way when I'm walking, whoever I meet, I take any opportunity given. I have to talk to people. I have to sell to people. So it's possible. Anyone can do it. So if me, I'm able to do it, so if anyone else can manage to do it. Otherwise, in Forever, I'm enjoying because I'm able to make profits. Then the profit, when I calculate it, in a month, I'm able to make a profit of about 6 to 7 thousand. That is on profits literally. And then the company also every month on the 15th, yeah, it appreciates me for the effort of for the efforts that I put in the business, and then they appreciate me at least not less than 1,000. So when I compare to the monies that I get in Forever and the salary, it's far different. So which shows that this side hustle I'm doing, actually it's helping me a lot, because this time around, I don't even look at my salary to budget for house, for the things that I need at home. Because there are times when the salaries are ready, we ask when are the salaries ready. With me, I don't even check. I just hear from people saying, "Oh, the salaries are ready. Oh, they are ready. Okay, I just check for the sake of confirming that my salary has gotten in." But when it comes to my daily needs, I use the money I make, the profit I make from Forever. And also, I like outing, going out with my family. So usually, when I make a little bit of profit, I'll tell my family to say, let's go out and enjoy ourselves. I think Forever for me has done it, and I'm looking for more things from Forever. Thank you so much.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much, Christine. Thank you so much. And you might have just shared like very freely about how Forever has started to impact your life. But one thing I can tell you, what you are experiencing right now is what so many people are wishing to experience. So many people wish to never have to wait for the salary. So many people wish to have the freedom of running their lives 100%, go out with their families without touching their salary. And the income that you're making part-time from Forever is definitely making it possible. One of the gurus and one great philosopher said that you need to allow yourself to continue working full-time on your job as you're working part-time on your fortune. But if you continue to do that, one day you'll be working full-time on your fortune. So congrats, Christine. And I know you're on the way to working full-time on your fortune. I know that one thing for a fact. And one thing that you mentioned is you make your profits, you sell the products, you make the money, and you have even showed us how possible it is to get actually the customers to the point where customers even look for you at some point. But then you also mentioned that at the end of the month, which our month is actually the 15th. At every 15th of the month, Forever pays you again. And someone might be wondering, why is Forever paying Christine while she has already sold the products and made the money? Because we have two major incomes in our business. We have the profit when you sell the products, which in the beginning, the profit will be bigger than this second income. But later on, this second income, which I'm going to go through right now, will actually be your main income, will actually be your bigger income. Because apart from buying and retailing these products, you also have an opportunity to build a much bigger business using the products by building a team of other people who are doing exactly what you are doing. So if you've started the business and you buy the products and you sell, you start to earn a profit, Forever is saying, no, don't just be the only one selling. First of all, you cannot finish the whole market. And number two, if you bring people that will start to do what you're doing, guess what? Whatever that they buy from Forever, you get to earn a commission out of that. So you can bring in people, show them how they can retail the products, show them how they can also bring other people. And now you will start to be slowly going towards being a big business owner, because a big business owner has a team of 500 people, has a team of 500 people. And with the concept of network marketing and the power that's in network marketing, you can start to bring in a few people, and those few people will bring some more and some more. And then you'll find yourself that you've actually built a big team. And with a big team, I mean, your life completely changes. And we have seen people with Forever that have completely transformed their lives. We've seen people with Forever that have managed to come in with, they came into the meeting, some without even, they did not even have fare. They had to be assisted with fare, and they bought their first car with Forever. Lives have changed, not just in Tanzania, all over the world, not just in Zambia, all over the world. We have people that have achieved their dreams after building a big business. You talk about Blandina, who joined the business in 2009, and she was lucky because when she was joining the business, She was a full-time employee working her business part-time. And sadly, the company that she was working with collapsed. When the company collapsed, she had no choice. She had to remain with Forever full time. And 5 years down the line, she's driving an amazing car, a Jeep Cherokee, which she bought brand new 0 kilometer. She has some serious real estate investments. I mean, her life has changed. She is really living her life to the fullest. She helps people. You know, she supports lots of charity organizations. I once met a person who runs a charity organization where she's coming from, and she sponsors young ladies in her town to be able to go to the university. I mean, what else do you want in life if you can make it and at the same time you help other people? How would you like it to have this fleet of cars, smiling at you every morning? There are cars which don't smile at you. I'm telling you, literally, there are cars, once you look at them, you feel like these cars are not even smiling at me. And then there are cars that actually smile at you. Look at this car. And this is not far from where you are, guys. This is in Zambia. Mildred and Mr. Mlota Damaseke, they own these cars. A big portion, or rather a fair portion of that house that you're seeing behind there came from this business. They joined Forever when they were living in that small red house there. And now they're on this mansion, guys. And I can tell you, I look at Mildred's post on Facebook so many times. She's taking care of her guinea fowls. She's taking care. She has a pig farm. She even supplies a pork to Zambia. I think, I don't know if it's going to be Zambia still. She is really, really, getting to experience her life in totality. She's taking her children to amazing universities. I had the privilege of somehow hosting one of our son when she came to Tanzania. When he came to Tanzania, he was processing his visa to go to Canada for studies. And it's so nice in this business. We live as a family, guys. So when he came, I picked him from the airport. I assisted him with everything that he had to do here in Tanzania. And right now he's in Canada. I can tell you for a fact, if you sit down with Mildred, she'll tell you this business has helped her, has enabled her to be able to support her, to support together with her husband, to take their children to the best universities. What do you really want for yourself? What life do you want? We have people that have built their serious houses with this business. This is a family in Tanzania, Mr. and Mrs. Mgoyo. They were actually the first people in Tanzania. In Tanzania, in our language, we call it gorofa. I don't know in Bemba what you call it. We call it gorofa. They were the first people to build a two-story house with this business, and they inspired all of us. So me and my wife, we followed. That's where we live. And I'm not saying this to brag, but I'm saying dreams can come true, because years back, I used to dream. I used to say that one day I want to have a house, a big, nice house at the beach, and this house is at the beach. Just to remind you that everything is possible if you're ready to put in the effort and if you find the right opportunity for you. Look at this young couple from Zanzibar. I'm sure you all know Zanzibar. They met in Forever. Sorry, now we are online, so you won't be able to really meet someone in Forever. They met in Forever. They started, moving step by step in their life. They started improving. The guy, when they joined the business, that's where he was living. Then he moved to a much better room, bought his first car, got married. The wife got her first car with his business. They both bought their first cars, not even fancy cars, but they bought their first cars with Forever. And now they're working on that dream. This is not accomplished for them. This is someone else's house, but it's their dream. And I'm so happy the dream is under construction. As we are speaking right now, the dream is under construction. And if they can do it, I can tell you one thing for sure is you can do it as well. Young couple in Zanzibar, humble beginnings. And now they're just, it's just amazing to see how people's lives change when they put in the effort in the right activities. Now, with Corona, we don't get to travel as we used to, but I'm telling you, we have had a blast in Forever. I joined Forever in 2007, and from 2008, every year, I've been traveling to 2 different countries, fully paid for, 5-star treatment. 5-star treatment, guys. Amazing. This is what you can get when you're in an opportunity that goes way beyond making money. We get to travel. And nowadays, we don't travel. But the good thing is the company compensates us. If because we cannot travel, they compensate us for the travelings. You also have an opportunity to start sharing profit with the company. Imagine you are in Lusaka, you are in Kitwe, you are in Mazabuka, you're in Dola. Imagine you're joining a business that has been there since 1978, and you are given an opportunity to share profit with that business at the end of the year. All you need to do is to just put in the effort and qualify to share profit with the company. And these profit sharing checks, they are no joke. These are our top leaders in Africa, from South Africa, then Selekus. Amazing. 482,000 this year. Imagine with all the Corona saga, but this year they got a check of over $600,000. Can you imagine $600,000? Let me help you calculate that, guys. Let me help you calculate, because if you have a small phone, you won't be able to do this. That's over 12 million kwacha. 12 million kwacha. You get 12 million kwacha at the end of the year, separate from what you got paid each and every month. You sell the products, you make your profit. Every month, the 15th, you remember, Christine, the 15th. On the 15th, you get paid. And then at the end of the year, you have an opportunity to share profit with the company. Top check in the world. This year, it was 1.4 million. 1.4 million, guys. 1.4 million. I'm doing the maths for you. That's 28 million kwacha. 28 million kwacha. I mean, that's a lot of money for everyone. Everyone. That's a lot of money for everyone. And again, we can't talk about chairman's bonus without mentioning this amazing couple in Zambia, Mildred together with her husband, Mr. Damaseke. I mean, they've been smashing these chairman's bonus checks each and every year. They have had these chairman's bonus checks year in, year out. I mean, if it's possible for them, why not you? If they can do it, one thing I can assure is you can also do it. If they've managed to make it, then you can do it as well. And how amazing it is to see one of our very own also making it to the Forever Scream. How is it amazing to see one of the people that we are around with every day, we see them achieving the big incentives in Forever. So the question comes to you, my friend. The question comes back to you. I know I started by saying we're going to talk a lot about finances, because I believe finances, they will go and touch everything else. One philosopher said, after oxygen, it's finances. But whether it's true or false, I don't want to argue with that. All I know is very important. What is the most important thing for you right now? And everything that we have shared today, what is it that has really resonated with you? Can you think about it? Can you think about the one or the two things that have really resonated with you? How do you see this business is going to help you with your health and your well-being? How do you see this business is going to help you with your finances? How would you feel without quitting your job, without stopping what you're doing now? Maybe you're a student. How would you feel if you start to make over 7,000 kwacha a month, as Christine is making on her part-time basis? And imagine she's a mother of four, and employed, and a wife, and making 7,000 kwacha on a monthly basis. If you're blessed with children, let me give you one good news. This business is inheritable. And that's one of the reasons that I'm really pushing this business, because I know there's a day that I won't be here. There's a day that my wife will not be here. And when I think about the fact that our children will inherit our business, the team that we have built will be inherited by our children. The income, the incentives, and everything that comes with it will be passed on to them. I mean, how much more security do you want for your future than that one? What is it that you really want to get from this business? Maybe you love you love a good lifestyle, you love to travel. This business will give you that. Maybe you're so tired of using public transport. You're tired of calling a taxi. You're tired of going to a wedding and not having to leave until the person who is driving is ready to go. You say, no, I want to have my own car. People bought their own cars with this business. And one thing that very many people miss in their lives is recognition. And I'll quote Mildred for this. She said this and I liked it. Recognition is the one thing that Children cry for, and adults kill for. Children cry for, adults kill for. You will be highly recognized in this business. Every step that you make, you'll be recognized. We run events every month that's going to recognize you for your effort. How many times do you put in the effort in something and no one notices it? And I know how you will feel because I've been there. And I know there's someone right now going through that. There's someone right now who maybe presented a report somewhere and not recognized. I'm telling you, the level of recognition you're going to get from this business is just top notch. So when I think about Forever, yes, it starts with money, but it goes and opens up a lot more doors. It's going to touch your heart. It's going to touch the hearts of the people around you. You have the choice right now to decide whether you want to be part of this family or not. And yes, it is a family. It's a family that aims at making each and everyone in this family to grow in their life, to have personal growth, to experience more, to go for whatever it is that they want, to go towards their dreams and their goals. What is it that you're aspiring for yourself? And getting started in this business is very simple and straightforward. The only thing you need to do right now, if you're a guest and you are up in this meeting up to this point, I can tell you, is not by chance that you're still listening as of right now. If you're still listening as of right now, there's a reason for it. Give that reason an opportunity. Go and get started. Get in touch with the person that invited you for this meeting. They'll show you how you can get started. There are a number of ways, but it's simply you'll be registered, which is free, and then you'll buy the products that you want to start with. In the currency of the country that you're in, you'll be guided on that. And then once you've bought the products, you will be taken through our orientation, which is actually a planning session. Now that's a one-on-one session that we have with you because we want to know more about you. We want to know what drives you. We want to know your goals. And then we want to show you how you can use this opportunity to actually go and achieve your goals. So if you're ready to put in the effort, then I can tell you for a fact, we're going to hold your hand and Forever will not let you down. To achieve success, you need 200%. 100% must come from you. And the other 100% must come from the opportunity. I can promise you Forever will give you the 100%. As long as you'll be willing to give in your 100%, you will achieve your success and you will get to your dreams. Make 2021 count for you. Thank you all so very much. And we've come to the end of this presentation. And I know this one presentation will not change your life, but it can surely change your direction. And if you're ready to change your direction, get in touch with the person that invited you here and you'll be guided along. Thank you so much. And I wish you all great success. And let's go and make those decisions and we'll see each other at the top. Thank you so much.